Man, I wish I could do a new Stardew Valley chicken challenge, buddy. Then I just got the right thing for you. Sweet, count me in. Alright, I'll take you there. Welcome to your new chicken challenge. Wait a second, this ain't a chicken. At least not to you. Can you please get the text out of my face? Thanks. Please don't disappoint me. Oh, Torchic. What have I done? Alright, let's go.
Welcome, fellow people of the internet. Since nearly nobody talks about slaying monsters as an income source... No wait, that is wrong. Since nobody talks about monsters ever, I'm going to try if it is possible to complete the monster eradication goal of the Adventurers Guild in only 100 days of Stardew Valley. All of this while playing the game like it is Monster Hunter, so there is no farming, foraging and fishing involved, or basically none of this boring stuff that makes up farming sim. To put it simple, I just forced this game... kawaii... to be like this game. Yeah, I got the tail. I mean... Oh no, this poor creature. Now give me that ruby. For the rules, let me give you a list of what I'm allowed to do besides hunting monsters, because oddly enough, that isn't the only thing you do 24/7. And said list starts off with crafting. How else would I get bombs, food, pitfalls and trank bombs? Mining. Seriously, why do you always keep breaking? Oh, sweet relief. Using the greenhouse and the mushroom cave, not for money, but for medical purposes. Bug catching because... Wait, there is no bug catching in Stardew Valley? You mean I can catch butterflies in this game? Run, 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 run. Dive, 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 dive. Pew. But I can in this game? Alright, fine. Shopping at Gus, Clint or some random traders, and since you're able to shop in nearly any game in existence, I feel like this one definitely shouldn't need a fancy video explanation in the background. Keep in mind that despite these minor exceptions, processing like melting bars and gathering outside of the mine still isn't allowed, so food and upgrading tools will be kinda tricky at the beginning. Now that we finished the goal and specified the rules, let us start right away. In a world full of monsters, so dangerous and aggressive, where death lurks behind every corner, who could possibly step up to save the world? It's Saitama! Go. Look, I always play female character in Monster Hunter, so we gotta stick with one here too. Arriving in town on day 1, the game starts off with what most day 1 starts off with. Wood chopping! So I can create a chest to store the tools I do not need. But as you know, physical labor is rather exhausting, so I'm going to bed and sleep till day 5, which is now my new day 1. On the real day 1 though, we are finally in the mines where Saitama can't wait to descend as fast as possible. And so Yoba gracefully lets him. Neat. We then have to beat up a Krabby with timid nature and probably no RVs to reach level 5 and head back to home to sell everything that isn't food or wood. By the way, I took the remixed mine rewards for us, so I wonder what is in here. It is a stick. A stick! Jokes aside, everything is better than the rusty sword, and since we're running out of energy, I can still reset floor 11 and beat up monsters faster with my new stick. At the end of the day, I gotta say 950 gold on our first day is way more than I expected. On day 2 we are already encountering one little hurdle. How do we boost our income early on? Introducing cherry bombs. They act as the perfect replacement for copper bars due to their material list, so we start the day by crafting a ton of them first thing in the morning. But there's also another problem waiting for us, namely that every super early game weapon is straight up terrible. So we have to slaughter all insects on site to get our hands on the insect head and some bug meat for a steak. On floor 23 we only have to find 2 more letters and die. Okay, I have no idea why I just left. This is mildly infuriating. At least we made 800 gold from cherry bombs alone on day 2. The very next morning we are strolling to town and hope for a glorious quest we can actually do. And what a great and rare one we got. I mean, we are going through copper ore levels anyway, so why not picking the copper ore fetch quest? So we head back to the mines where we gratefully farm the required ores and avoid fighting monsters by safely hiding behind rocks. Don't pay any mind to what just happened up there because we got a new treasure chest. What do the gods give us this time? Nope, that doesn't seem right. Better. This stronger stick gracefully helps us to speed to level 25, at which we leave as soon as we get there to get our quest reward money, because there's one other thing in town that we need desperately. My beloved rucksack. In theory, I would like to not only have a better rucksack, but also an insect head at this point too. So it soothes my heart seeing a lovely little family of cute little critters chilling peacefully in the mines. Now that we arrived at the dark floors, let us quickly turn tail because I don't want to go down there without an insect head or clothing. This means that Saitama Go just needs to splatter more mosquito ladies against walls. This far in, you probably wonder what my goal right now is, and there are 2 for the foreseeable future. The first one is reaching level 120 and the other one is upgrading my pickaxe. Here I can already hear you say, but you can't get bars without melting, so how are you gonna do that? Except that you can. Duh. But first let us reach level 120, which I will explain why as soon as we get there. Day 4 already starts great. Screech, squash, chlorine, squeeze, squash, which will get us the achievement for slaying 120 bucks. Staring a hole in the door of the Adventurers Guild because they do not wanna freaking open like normal stores. In all seriousness, get sword before get dark. That didn't sound serious either. And we even reached level 45 this day, which is actually fast for me, considering I only have a normal pickaxe. While going through the frost levels with the normal pickaxe on day 5 is fun and totally enjoyable. Gosh, let us just bomb this whole place. In town, we check the bulletin board once more and get another copper quest. Seriously, why aren't there any iron or gold fetch quests depending on your mining progress? It is always Todd, Ram, Squaboozle, Copper. Okay, from now on, screw quests, I'd rather hunt down some fearsome monsters anyway. And for D6 we have so many different plans in mind which I can't wait to achieve. So let us first adopt a cat and name it Pelico. Great. Also great is that to make sure we get the wood for our first chest, which we still do not have on day 6 by the way, we aren't allowed to skip reward floors like level 59. Truth be told, I hate this level cause it's the same as level 19 but only colder, and it's so freaking long. At least there are barrels and crates in the middle which brings our wood cup up to 45. Only 5 more to go. See, whenever we run out of time or energy to clear the next 5 levels, we are just sending Saitama Go back to delete some more chumpy, fluffy coal balls for the rest of the day. On day 7, it's about time that I mine the diamond and hope the diamond doesn't mind when I mine him. So I break through the rock, cut through block after block. Gosh, I'm old. This takes forever. At least we have diamonds now. But as great as diamonds are, why do I always find useless hardwood just about everywhere? I don't need this trash. Oh, little did I know. On the other hand, I totally need this normal wood, which allows us to finally make our own chest and store all the garbage Saitama Go has to carry around for us at the moment. To achieve this, we party so hard with our friends the Dust Sprites that they managed to vanish from pure excitement. It was such a success that Saitama Go reached level 5 in combat, giving us 3 bonus damage. At the same time, we reached level 4 in mining, which gained us the ability to transmute bars. If I had one. On the 8, we are still on descending mode, which means we are farming big boulders left and right to keep our stone supply up for emergency staircases. But no staircase can compete against this great and foremost free bone sword. Arriving on the red floors make me try to gather some gold ore. Day 9 shall be descending again, but instead of trying to gather gold or even trying to destroy the normal stones at this point, I rather stick to stone nodes since they will only need 2 hits to be destroyed. Also, mushroom floors are a great way to get your foraging level up if you only goof around in the mines. But more importantly, how the hell did I manage to get down 14 floors without an upgraded pick? On an unlucky day. And yet again, I'm too lazy to search for the ladder leading to the elevator, so cheating it is. This all rewards us with level 5 in mining, therefore granting us the ability to get double gems. But what I find more confusing than freely cloning gems is the fact that I still haven't picked up forageables by accident, cause the urge to pick them up is way too goddamn high, and unlike my normal playthroughs, they are everywhere this time. You're not going to tempt me, evil leak. Back in the mines, I try to reach the middle of another reward floor, but the game is sending me so many signals not to go any further. Well, thanks buddy, I hate this level anyway. Reaching level 100, I stand right in front of a treasure chest and I'm wondering once more what it could possibly contain this time. Alright, this is floor 100, and after 50 games one could assume that I know this by now, which I don't. At least I am low on energy by coincidence this time to make use of it for once in my lifetime. Let me take my self-disappointment out on the in-game loot boxes deeper down. And more loot boxes. And hardwood, who will ever need this stuff? Day 11 on the other hand, space boots, so cozy, sturdy, let us not forget. Purple, killing more dust sprites, so lovely dovely. Staring into a collapsed mine shaft, doing nothing and hoping for coal. So exciting. Hold on, I think I forgot something in between since we reached level 120 by now. I owe you an once promised explanation on my goals. Getting down here before anything else was my priority because reaching floor 120 does not only give us the skull key to let us destroy yet another ecosystem, but it also enables all the brutal and bloodthirsty creatures in this mine to drop diamonds and, more importantly, prismatic shards. Which makes helping 500 dust sprites to move out of the mines even better, and finding a shard would also remove the guilt a little, because we weren't really helping them to move out at all. So we gotta go and slay some more dust sprites before we head to the skull cavern. We can even combine moving the dust sprites with hunting down some skeletons, since they are in the same area anyway. During this mission I can also easily drop by Clint and crack open some geodes where we gained a lot of iridium ore. Just to sell it back to Clint, because I can't think of anything useful besides melting anyway. Nope, can't think of a singular other thing to do with it. Since our gold is slightly rising up to higher levels, let us head straight to Joja to buy a minecart. Which I just can't do because I still haven't triggered the community center cutscene. Now let me quickly trigger the cutscene by running out of and back into town, and seems I can't do this too. Because it is past 1 PM and it only works from the bus station entrance on sunny days. Thinking about it, this is rather specific for something this important. Let me use day 13 to give you the knowledge of how you usually should farm dust sprites. First, you gotta go to level 120 to ensure prismatic shard drops. Second, bring a pickaxe or bombs with you, because after level 50 there will be a chance for diamonds to appear even on elevator floors, which is what we will do for a secondary income. Third, go to the elevator, hit level 55, check for the needed monsters and diamonds. After, travel to level 65 to do the same and repeat this on level 75. At the end, go back to level 0 and restart the whole process there. Fourth, profit. The floors are obviously adjustable for whatever monster you need, and if you need gems, barrels, crates or specific ores, you can use this technique to reset level 21, for example, to get some copper and earth crystals. I had to explain this to you fellow people of the internet, since we will do this a lot from now on. And with a lot I mean a big lot. Back in the game, let us check the community center cutscene to then walk straight to Joja, and please, Yoba, please let me be able to buy the membership without going on a trip with a lonely old dude and a highly experimental, forest soup. Which is totally possible, yeah. Still no minecart for us though. On day 14 we are checking the ladders for once, and here is my favorite. Greetings Saitamago. It is our pleasure to inform you that your farm will be featured in next week's up and coming column of the Stardew Valley Tribune. Congratulations! We are impressed with your quick progress. Signed by the Stardew Valley theorists. Theorists. This upcoming feature will probably look a bit dire, considering my farm looks like a wildlife adventure park with only a singular chest on it. But if they're really into that, to each their own. Now on day 15 we can do something Monster Hunter-like. We equip ourselves with the face we ripped off the monster we had grinded recently, which gives us the perfect opportunity to scare the heck out of Morris while purchasing the minecart and leave Jojo as a fellow Stardew Valley theorists. After this, we are back at slaying enough dust sprites to finally reach the monster goal and once more get rewarded with the coolest signal ring in existence ever, the Burglar's Ring. For all of you not knowing, this sweet little masterpiece of perfection doubles the loot drop of monsters, making it the greatest ring in this game's code. Day 16 starts off with someone running in the wrong direction because he forgot that he has purchased the minecart already. Dropping by in the mines after achieving to extinguish a lot of dark creatures, we're back to hunt a different dark creature. But for real, Yoba bless those creatures as they solve my problem of not being allowed to melt bars by dropping copper bars, iron bars, sometimes gold bars, and as a super rare drop even iridium bars. But I usually do not get iridium bars from them, so do not rely on them for iridium farming, which would still be a possibility if you enjoy torturing yourself, but who am I to judge? The next day is another great day, and what a day it is. First, we start by going to slay some more void creatures and enter floor 101, which turned out to be an infested floor. Chattemate! Here I just realized something. Level 101 being an infested floor literally means I can re-enter this level as often as I want with no searching for ladders at all, and I even already got the Burglar's Ring, which means I can turn this whole day from a total disturbing bloodbath into an even more disturbing sanguine pool. Yeah, I mean the second meaning of sanguine, not the first one. Definitely not the first one. Anyway, back to turning level 101 infested floor into a sanguine pool. This is probably the best shot I get for farming metal bars. As a fact, I started this day with 1 iron and 2 copper bars and ended it with 7 copper bars, 2 iron bars and 3 gold bars, which is enough to finally upgrade our pickaxe one stage. But the more important thing is, can this be turned into financial profit too? Our daily report shows that we earned 20,000 gold on day 17. I mean, this is way more than I usually earn when playing normally, and it is even more insane when we take into consideration that I haven't sold a lot of the drops and no upgraded pickaxe so far. And again the wrong direction. Back to the hunt, let us go for a few more bars before upgrading the pickaxe at the blacksmith. And even when I found another infested floor on this day, Saitamaga still resisted the smell of pure profit, because he is still a hero for fun and rather enjoyed slapping a few more cyborg attacking mosquito ladies against the wall to then feast upon the bug's remains. After a good night's sleep, I have to donate a few scrolls to Guncha so I can go buy great stuff in the mines later on. No, wait, no, please not the iron bar, please not the metal bar. At least it wasn't the iron bar. Hey, we finally got the mega bomb. Arriving on day 20, I'm still fighting and bombing mindlessly in the mines, cause Clint rather attends a festival with his one-sided love interest rather than just return my copper pickaxe, or simply place it outside. I mean, who else in his town would ever need it? A new day come by and Clint eventually decided to hand me back my tool. Oh yeah, and look at this majestic tool. It is everything I wanted, but better. Just kidding. Here you go, Clint. Upgrade it one more time, please. We then try to keep our pace by finishing the next monster eradication goal and buy the bus repair from Jojo. Thank you, hard-working people of Jojo Corp, especially you, Morris, with your great posture and delegating skills. Truly a great example of Jojo leadership you are. Giants, right. We used the lovely day 23 to prepare for Skull Cavern by splattering even more mosquito girls on the wall for nutrition purposes. Or a chance to drop a prismatic shard? I have no clue. You know, it is really hard to grasp the situation when you rewatch your footage at 8 times the speed. But we take a short break from meat grinding and collect our silver pickaxe, and this time it is perfection at its finest. Just kidding, here we go again. Back in the mines, stirring peacefully, destroying the entire ecosystem of the local mines, one thought suddenly came up. Could I not just check all the easy resettable floors like 11, 21, 31 and so on to hunt easy infested floors because it is still a Monster Hunter game overall? Monster Hunter 6. Ultimate Kawaii Edition. Day 24 is a beautiful new day that brings me to the Adventurers Guild once more, where I check out the kill scoreboard to see what else I'm lacking. Obviously, we are still falling short in the slime and bat numbers, but it never has been my intention to go for them at all, since they are all collateral damage at best. We also gotta search for a few more rock crabs, as they just hide their coward butt every time. By the way, how do you find my new hat? I kinda like it. I also imagine that it has a hidden defense buff. Sadly, this is only in my fantasy, so I still can reach low HP easily, and when this happens, and you have no pickaxe too but still one on mine, you are perfectly suited for the low level bootcamp, where you fight epic monsters like a Celtars, a Diablos, and stuff that fell off a brekkie, and started to live on its own, with the nice little feature of getting blocked by stones, cause we not only lack food, but also explosives. See, we still need to get rid of the one or the other crowbat, and there's one feature I usually dislike but comes in pretty handy this time around. Thogs. And after a long hunt in the mines, we finally get a super shiny and rare drop. The copper bar. I mean, there's no point in any universal love gift that isn't suited for my one and only love. Oh, Haley. So we just turn this useless item into an actually useful sword. And since we are here already, let us hunt some monsters in the caves over there to get us a ready and max out our combat skill. Here we're watching the cutscene from Emily, cause I sold clothes yesterday that I acquired by stripping The Walking Dead. With bombs. Also, slicing bars is by far my most beloved way of earning iridium ore and bars, cause the shadow people are way too greedy to actually give me iridium bars for like once in my lifetime. Come on slimes, I do not want to die again. Reaching low life reminds me that we still have a food problem, but that can be easily solved by a greatly underrated food supply. Let me introduce you to the one and best solution for this. Iridium crabs. Crispy. With the burglar's ring you mostly get 4 iridium ore and 1 crab cake out of it, and they even help us to reach our goal of killing rock crabs. On day 30 we can now afford to buy our own mobile farm. Afterwards we just go extinguishing more monsters in the skull cavern for loot and quest rewards. I also just want to mention that I got a red cabbage seed after 1 season in this game. For all of you first year community center players, you better be jealous, cause that is the only reason that I mentioned this. Day 32 I actually noticed how much money you have to spare when you're not investing into buildings, animals and seeds all the time, because we got a lot without really trying to earn money to begin with. But this is only as bizarre as the fact that at night I got the foraging level 3. Just think about this, I'm only mining all day long and still got foraging level 3. While anxious... Let us not talk about this tragic story of his mental state. Back at hunting, I'm currently in the mines fighting those giant walking stacks of toilet papers. And for what? For everyone's most favorite thing, of course. Food. Sweet. This powers me to get even further down to slay more random monsters like that iridium bat, which drops a battery pack. Wait, I feel like I forgot something. It is about time to talk about the elephant in the room. I only noticed right now, cause I'm bad. We have to go to Ginger Island in order to reach our goal of slaying all monsters, which normally is easy to achieve, but this time I may have screwed up a bit too hard. While the gold for Joja is actually easy to get by, we still need 5 iridium bars, 200 hardwood, and 5 battery packs to repair the boat. I already got a few iridium bars and the battery pack, which only leaves us with... No. 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 I do not need this. I do not need this. I do not need this. I need this. So my strategy for now at least is to destroy and farm barrels as much as possible. Sounds easy, right? Well, no. But please let us leave it this way for now. Please. At least Joja gives me something for completing the warehouse, so I can drown my sorrows with a beverage that contains way too much sugar. And with this, let us go into the mines to get the slime quest done and start with the fun and super exciting reset strategy for barrels. let's roll with that for now. Do a barrel roll. And because we need barrels anyway, why not go for the slimes at the same time? Here you see me resetting the floors, but I'm getting hardwood left and right this day, without really trying. It makes me question why I complained about hardwood in the first place. It doesn't seem to be difficult at all. And this can't be further from the truth. Already the next day brings us even worse results, and that describes it sheer mildly. After all, I'm not able to find a single piece of hardwood that day, which infuriatingly becomes the trend for the next few days too. I also noticed that my in-game view was not zoomed out, so I could fix it for maximum efficiency, which is the only good thing that happens to me. Oh yeah, and you pressing the subscribe button with notifications on, of course, to not miss out on future content. It really helps me out as a creator. Riding day 45, it is time for us to trade some staircases to hopefully climb down enough levels to get some battery packs. And even though Site Tamago disassembled around 20 of those iridium bats, we haven't gotten even one bit of an electrical power source. I mean, that's what's supposed to happen when you slaughter some bats, but it still makes me kinda disappointed, especially since I'm out of staircases now too. After a few days of hardwood farming have passed, my mind begins to protect itself and just sends me and Site Tamago to abuse a resetting strategy on a slime floor to earn an astounding amount of 11,000 gold. Which is basically nothing at this point of the game and feels a little bit lame compared to what we got from killing void creatures. At least we got a bit of jade out of it to get more staircases for the battery packs, so that's a win, right? Day 50, we are already halfway into the challenge and I really have to do something about the hardwood problem, cause I'm totally starting to feel anxious about it. I only got a greenhouse to work with where you can place freaking fruit trees and nothing else. If only there would be a tree to actually drop hardwood. I mean, there is one, but we can't get the seeds since we can't forage in the secret woods and that, my friends, was where the solution suddenly hit me in the face like Pierre would if I'm Morris. Hold on a second. I do not have to gather hardwood in the secret woods at all, because I'm allowed to hunt monsters and those slimes do drop mahogany seeds. Yeah! So let us go to the secret woods straight away and... I have no iron axe. Well, wasn't there a strategy with a chair to jump over the trunk? In that case, I'm just going to grab us a chair quickly and... How the heck isn't there a chair in my house? Which house comes without a chair? And so I'm visiting Robin the next day. But one problem still remains. How the heck do I get over there since I have never done this? So I do what every gamer in 2024 does. Going to check on YouTube to show me the solution. Luckily enough, I'm just dumb and this glitch isn't hard to perform, so we can't get rid of a few remote tempests after only a small time loss, and all for the sake of this little seed. Needless to say, we gotta repeat this a few times from now on. I mean, it already feels like a Monster Hunter game since I'm grinding and repeating everything left and right. Running to the secret woods every day ensures at least that I can check out the merchant to get a hold of the best goods of the Go-To Empire. Like the snowman that I need for guarding my field. Around the ladder in the mines, it hopefully scares the green slimes daring to enter my home. Yes, mine! You pickaxe-stealing dwarf, you have nothing to say about this! And you may have asked yourself by now if I'm getting any nervous because those trees kinda grow slowly and we only have around 35 pieces of hard ones so far. But hey, at least we have one more guard now, so I can leave the defense of our base to them while I can gather more battery packs. As great as all this resetting and grinding may sound, we still lack one crucial item for my gameplay. And boy, are we lucky that it is in the second quest rotation. The Prismatic Slime quest from the high dude in the town. This quest reward just crushes your expectations of monster hunting. And to complete this quest fast, we just have to do slime resetting on every floor that ends with 5 just to find the Prismatic Slime. Now let us throw the jelly in the wizard's face and... Monster Mask! Consume it once and get monsters twice. For free. For only 30 slimes and 30 bat wings only works in the mine, skull caverns or the volcano dungeon. Undesirable side effects are loss of me time, upset stomach, death and bad breath. On day 63 I feel kinda dark and gloomy, but only because someone forgot to turn on the lights. Okay, I finally have some great news for all of us. Our first mahogany seed has fully grown up, ready to give me 10 hardwood. The bad news? It took him 21 days. 21. No idea if we can manage it with this pace, but hey, it increased our total hardwood stack by a rough 20%, which makes us optimistically waking up on day 73 to drink a nice bottle of Joja Cola in the morning and... My My cabbage! My cabbage! No! My cabbages! This place is worse than a marshu! And here we go again, like nothing ever happened. For real now, this day will be a long one because we are heading to Skull Cavern today in an attempt to gather all the battery packs we need to unlock Ginger Island. But today, failure isn't an option, because we would lose a lot of staircases in the process, which would take forever to gather again. I mean, it would be possible with grinding stone in level 1, but come on, more boring grinding? Let us just hope it will not come to this. Now let us pick up Spicy Eel for speed and luck, Triple Shot Espresso for even more speed, some bombs for mummies, the rest of our staircases, which we also trade on this day like we do with Coffee and Spicy Eel, and the probably most important item, Monster Mask. Now if that doesn't look good. Now let us put down staircase after staircase like we're MC Asher and ignore everything that isn't a close barrel to smash or a treasure room. Which makes us arriving at level 50 at 3 PM, and why level 50? Because Iridium bats only appear at level 50 or deeper. They also get stronger with levels, but we ain't going that deep. I'm kinda excited to see how our hunt turns out to be. Nope, got one. No, nay, nah, not, nay. A second one? Nope again. Nope, nope, no. Oh wait, there's one. And with that we completed our mission to find 3 of them, which didn't even take us that long. I'm pretty sure there is still plenty of time left because it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. But hey, we got 130 iridium ore and 2 bars while not even trying to get them. And as a side note for you, prehistoric floors were kinda needed here since they have a lot of pepper rexes we need for our goals and also a lot of iridium bats. And this even before level 50. But thankfully, we are done with bats for now. The next day, Saitama Go stands in the rain because he is kinda afraid that the Sea King might destroy his pet Cyberg once more, not because we want an update on our monster goals and Marlon just refuses to open up the guild despite standing behind the counter the whole day anyway. As for now, we have killed 2,900 slimes. 2,900. Normally at this point I have like 10 needed to complete the beginner's quest. And we also have killed 2,000 dust sprites. Those hardwood resets really haven't worked in favor of the local ecosystem. In the end, we still need to hunt down a few more Gyptos, the Dongos, Aracudas and 150 question marks. To the Skull Caverns we go! In all of this actually exciting gameplay, I totally forgot about something. We still need 200 hardwood, and my trees are not really trying to lend me a hand here. But hey, at least we accidentally got our Amumu staff score high enough by literally searching for an entry to the channel. On day 76, our next goal gets cleared by slicing through teams of superiors thrown into battle by Purple Fog Trainer. But how does our hardwood do? I mean, we got a tree yesterday and another one today, which adds up to a stack of 86 pieces. And we also gotta slay pepper rexes, cause they are hard to find if you do not get prehistoric floors. I'm simply reminding you that hardwood isn't our only problem at hand. Speaking about hands, this is how I look when I try to explain how much I love Switch and Wii remotes, because you're able to lie in bed looking like this. So cozy. We only have 20 days left and still are far away from the hardwood goal since my trees act kinda trolly by giving us 9 pieces of hardwood and no seeds. But let us rather focus on rescuing Princess Peach by slaying more of those big bad Bowsers. Winter has arrived and days are becoming shorter, in fact so short that I had to go to the bed before lunchtime. Given that is mostly due to the fact I'm only waiting for hardwood to conveniently grow in my greenhouse, but my point stays. Days are short now. Being on day 87, the game slowly comes to an end, so I decided to ask the fortune-telling snowman for help. You have no chance, my friend. You only have 13 days left, but still need 42 hardwood and 150 question marks. Which reminds me that I really have to kill a few more monsters to beat this challenge, and so I visit the desert trainer to trade him some diamonds for speed buffs. And Spicy Eel for even more speed buffs. Also, it is our best food source for now. Honestly, despite the fact I hardly do any foraging, I already got it level 4. Aang, what did you do to fail this one? On day 90, we managed to get together 179 pieces of hardwood. Only 21 more to go, or 2 trees if that helps more. The next day, we even got those 2 trees and the first one already drops 9. Oh, that is unlucky. There is no way that we get the 12 we need. But let us chop the other one first, and we got 12. 12! Which means the days of hardwood grinding are in the past now. and up we go to throw 200 pieces of hardwood, 5 iridium bars and 5 battery packs against Willy's already damaged boat to go to Tinsha Island and, oh yeah, we still gotta wait till reparations are finished. So we head straight to bed to forget about this whole nightmare, while we naturally use our main character stalker ability, the Dream Far Sight, to watch the boat being brought back to life. On day 92 we are traveling to the Island of the Dead, which cannot be found except by those who already know where it is. Find it, we did. Arriving on the isle, we then talk to this human's master and chase down our last enemy. Oh no, what possibly could those question marks be? Chasing it down, we arrive at the volcano dungeon once more. But unlike the last challenge, I haven't forgotten my watering can this time. With watering we can easily pass the lava river. Do not try this at home by the way, and start killing those cute little Rathalos fire breath attacks. Deeper we buy bombs from the new dwarf, or the same, not quite sure about that one, and reach level 6 prepared. At level 6 some of the flame sacks have evolved into inferno sacks, and this evolution gets them a charge attack which makes you go really slow, which is the reason for us to bring speed boosts in the first place. While trying to dodge as many attacks as possible, Saitamago may slowly burn to death, but he manages to grab himself a bit of food. Do we really have to worry about Saitama? Go. For another change of pace, I go sightseeing on the island and stop by at the Simon Says minigame. And trust me when I'm saying the following, it sucks. I mostly win this game because after a few attempts I usually get some color orders like 1 time white, 10 times red, 1 time white. Makes me cry first and laugh after, every time again. At 7 PM we go back to the dungeon because I once more may have forgotten what my goal is in this run, namely slaying Igniculus. Wait, is this even right? This thing here. On day 94 I'm back at Stardew Valley grabbing myself the napalm ring and complaining about Maro being allowed to be here at this time of the day. Demetrius surely is becoming careless. But the next day we are back on Tinsha Island to buy some fancy shoes from the dwarf to dance with our lovely little Ember attacks. But some just do not seem to want to dance with me as they carefully stay outside of our invitation range. Afterwards we try to walk home, but we can't since our mind wanders off all the time, still suffering from the rejection of the fire blast. So we have no other choice but to teleport home at the night market. There are only 3 days left and we still lack 38 magma sprites, probably also being the first time I called them by the real name. To finally get this done, we hired some parrots to build us a stone bridge and a lava river, which makes you question how broken overpowered those parrots must be. We then use this bridge to play Fire Extinguisher one more time. Before we talk about what happened on day 98, let me show you a cute picture of a baby tiger slime in his natural habitat. Back to Saitamago and his quest to become the best S-rank hero. You may wonder why we run away from 8 fireballs without killing them. Because we already completed the monster eradication goal before we reached this point. But everything was so anticlimactic, I just had to arrive this wave too. The only thing we got out of this was the old dude's phone number, and we didn't even get an in-game achievement since it's only for Steam, which we also already had. So yeah, really anticlimactic. Before I conclude this video, please tell me what your weirdest challenges are, since I always love hearing strange and unique ideas. Now back to topic. Is it possible to complete the monster eradication goal while only hunting monsters in 100 days? To which I reply with yes, it is as possible as winning the lottery. 200 pieces of hardwood without the green hairs? Not with me. This is really something I would not recommend to anyone. Except Louis maybe. And Pierre. And that guy from Harvest Moon Back to Nature. And as for if it is possible while playing to my rules? Yes, even when I actually lost my challenge, because as a fact I kinda broke my own rules by picking up the axe or even more tools out of the forbidden chest. So yeah, feel free to judge me for wanting to keep my sanity, but I still believe it would be easily done with proper planning, which as shown, I totally suck at. Closing this video, I guess Saitamago will now join Aang, being rewarded with the medal of nearly being able to do what you asked them for. And for those of you who do not know what happened to Aang, you just need to watch this video next, or even better, right now. Until then, happy farming and bye bye!